Good evening, Canada. From our set of Voice of Canada, which is produced by Awaz TV Entertainment. Today we have got a diplomatic guest, His Excellency Cheng Hongbo. Welcome to our show. As a mark of respect for both the countries, we would be playing the national anthems of Canada and the People's Republic of China.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you. Now the national anthem of People's Republic of China. Thank you. As a mark of respect to our honored guest, His Excellency Cheng Hongbo, we would be putting a shawl as a mark of respect as per our culture. Good evening, Canada, and good morning, China. We are here with our new episode of Voice of Canada. Your host, Asphandiar Wadiwalla, my co-host, Tamara Galveinko, and we have got a very dignified guest, a diplomat from People's Republic of China, His Excellency Cheng Hongbo, who is here with us to express his views in our interview today. Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
I'm Tamara Galveinko, and I'm today's female co-host of this show, Voice of Canada. Warm welcome, His Excellency Cheng Hongbo. Could you please tell us, when did you get your posting here in Toronto? And as you currently reside in Toronto, how do you find the city as one of the largest in Canada?
Yes, I assumed my post here in September 2021.
Congratulations.
An unforgettable moment for me to engage connection with this enchanted city and also terrific country. Many Canadians friends often ask me, how do you like Toronto?
Toronto is a good station.
Yes,
Diplomats, they love Toronto.
My reply is, so far so good. Surely I enjoy my work and life here. The city is the primary, I should say, the gateway for newcomers to Canada, and also a global financial hub and parallel economic and technology and science engine in Canada.
Correct.
Yes. But as a diplomat here, I think my relationship with Toronto is one of a keen observer. Okay.
Significant.
Yes. The greatest, I think, the charm of this city, from my point of view, that is its stunning social diversity and cultural variety. That
the
is
biggest multicultural city in the whole of North America.
Yes, I think
Toronto.
so. This is an incredible success story. I think that should be studied and admired, and which is also, I think, that provide a kind of roadmap for other metropolitan cities in this country and beyond.
Plus, the Chinese community is also quite large here in Ontario.
Yes, sure. We have actually boast a very strong Chinese
Strong
community.
Chinese representation.
Yes.
And they are quite happy and prosperous.
Sure.
His Excellency, inform our viewers of Voice of Canada, what are your main duties as the Deputy Consul General of the People's Republic of China?
Yes, this is also a question raised by many friends here. Okay. Generally speaking, or in a very simple terms, I think that the duties of my team and I here in Toronto consists of 3 P's. That is partnership, promotion, and protection.
And first, a strong friendship.
Yes, I think so. First, I think that to build the connections between the local authorities and communities, business and the government alike, and the counterparts in China to facilitate the pragmatic cooperation and also to form a win-win partnership. Second, I think that is to foster mutual understanding by showcasing our Chinese culture, arts, and heritage to the Canadian audience here to further promote people-to-people exchanges and communications. And third, also very important to provide a supporting system for our Chinese nationals here who are visiting, studying, or working here.
Or doing business.
Yes, who call this city home, to protect the legitimate rights and interests of the Chinese nationals and the institutions.
Very good.
So I think that indeed is a very, I think that is a role I'm very privileged to have, especially in such a global city as dynamic as Toronto.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's amazing. Usually in the diplomatic life, many diplomats are multilingual. So we were wondering, what languages do you speak?
Yes, you are right. To share the same language, I think is very important, especially for...
The universal language is English.
Yes. First, surely my mother tongue, Mandarin Chinese. I think to myself, I think this is the most beautiful and touching language in the world. And second, you mentioned English. Yes, my college major was English language and literature, which actually empowered me to explore the Western culture and the society, and including Canada, so that make me better understand our similarities and also differences. Yes. And next, but not least, my rusty French. It's my college minor. And I can only maybe speak and write with the help of a copy of dictionary, but I also think it's very informative as an eye-opener for me, especially in countries like Canada
with a dual language.
Yes, English and French as the official language. Yes.
That's amazing.
His Excellency, as you are aware, that our city of Ottawa is not that big, which is our federal capital. And usually, according to the Geneva Convention, the embassy has to be in the capital of a country, host country.
Yes.
But what we feel here, that the diplomats at the Consulate General play a more vital role because Ontario is a hub of businesses, relationing, and we have got 40 religions. And 182 nationalities.
Yes.
What would you say to this?
Yes, this is also a very often raised question. The roles of our embassy in Ottawa and also the Consul General here, I think they are very distinct but also complementary. I think that to make it easier to understand, maybe let's just think of it in corporate terms, the embassy is the head office, okay, in the capital city, dealing with the host countries and national or federal government. I mean, on the high level political and the military and the other critical issues. But for the Consul General here, I think it is a branch office, okay, in a major city just like Toronto. I think dealing with the regional issues and also providing, for example, passports, visa, or other necessary services.
So you all are more busier than the embassy even?
I cannot say more busier. Okay.
Humor, I said.
Yeah.
Embassy does its own job, vital role, and you play your role.
Yes.
It's a head office.
That's right. So the embassy sets, the overall strategic policy for the, relation between our two countries, and the Consul General just exactly that strategy on a regional level. And of course, we are feeding local insights back to the embassy that are authorized. So, both the embassy and also our Consul General are the representative of the People's Republic of China here, and both our role, I think, are here
play a vital role, the embassy and the Consul General.
Yes, as the builder and the bridge to connect our two countries.
Thank you.
Yes.
Go ahead.
His Excellency Cheng Hongbo, we have another question for you. As we all aware that of the fact that after the end of pandemic in 2022, our world have completely changed, and new issues were faced by all countries around the world. We've known that, and it's been shown all over the news that China has also been impacted drastically with the losses of people and supply chains that were broken. So what is your intake on it? So how do you think what helped China to so successfully come out of all of this in such a short period of time?
With such a huge population.
Yes, you're right. Actually, the COVID-19 pandemic has profound and far-reaching effect on China and Canada. I should say maybe all over the world. Yes. I do think that China has done a very good job through our collective powers from the government, from the people, and from all sections of the society to get out of this pandemic very successfully. But what I want to emphasize here is that even till today, serious reflections are necessary. I think first, maybe the crisis really underscored the need for a sound health system and also a favorable ecosystem systems. Nowadays, when addressing structural inequalities and also when we investing in the resilience systems, that will be very important or very essential to mitigate the impact of the future pandemics, I think. And second, I think that this impact of the pandemic transcended health crisis, which influenced globally economic stability and the social structures and even international relations, So as a transformative global event, I think it amplified our pre-existing economic and social vulnerabilities. So I think that it highlights the importance of strengthening the old social safety nets and also the urgent need for the global collaboration and also coordination, especially in the crisis response. So rather than political manipulation or alleged attacks out of ideological or racial discrimination.
Correct.
So even more important, just
that
as you mentioned,
to save the mankind and come out of pandemic.
As to Pacific nations, China and Canada, I think we do have shared responsibilities to collaborate on urgent transnational issues, just like pandemic, the public health security, and also biodiversity and even climate change.
And one important thing, China played a very important role. They created the vaccine very fast.
Yes.
And they not only provided to their own population, Chinese, but around the world.
Yes.
So many countries were supplied with the vaccine.
That's right.
COVID-19 vaccine.
Yes,
so that was also a great cause for saving the humanity and the mankind.
Yes.
Not to forget to mention that they've built one of the largest hospitals in the world in less than 10 days by manufacturing those prefabricated
Fabrication. That was
With
something, a
prefabricated
miracle
models.
out of.
Yes.
People cannot even imagine how it was possible.
Yes, it fully showcases China's manufacturing powers.
Yes.
Yeah.
His Excellency, as you are aware, that after the changes took place across the border south of Canada, and then the government was changed, President Donald Trump took power, and he is 100% there for Americanization, which is not bad. Every nation should, head of the state should do that only for his or her country. But at the same time, just issuing executive orders and implementing tariffs, the world has shaken. So what would you say?
Okay, to the Chinese side, our position on the recent tariff measures by the present U.S. administration is clear and consistent. First, we think that we regard these tariffs as a fundamental violation of the WTO rules and the principles of the free trade. They are not a legitimate tool for us to resolving trade disputes, but the typical unilateral bullying and economic coercion.
Very true.
Yeah, representing a protectionist approach that destabilized the global supply chains and also harms the interests of all business and workers worldwide. Yes. And second, I think that the narrative that these tariffs are necessary due to the so-called unfair Chinese practices is a mischaracterization. China's economic achievement, development has been achieved through the hard work of the Chinese people.
Chinese people, correct.
And also in full complacent with the international rules. So we have continually taken constant, significant steps to improve our market access for the foreign companies and also strengthen our intellectual property rights protections. So if you refuse to acknowledge these efforts, I think this really undermines the basis for the constructive dialogue. Okay. And third, and most important, the policies enacted by the present U.S. administrations, I think we are ultimately self-defeating for the U.S. Okay, as economic data has shown, the burden of tariffs has been overwhelmingly borne by American business and the American people. Okay, so meanwhile, China's economy remains resilient, integrated
China
and
is
open.
a bigger power, more stronger. But a country like Canada, without any manufacturing base, we are in a real trouble.
We are confident in our development path and our ability to navigate external challenges through innovation and also continued reform and opening up. So we do think that the U.S. side to abandon this zero-sum mindset and return to the table. For
and negotiation.
Yes, for equitable and good faith negotiations. So fortunately, you may notice that recently China and the United States have translated the latest round of trade talks, the meeting in Madrid, Spain, into new outcomes.
A talk has started.
Yes. Both sides have reached a basic framework consensus on resolving issues related to the social media platform TikTok through cooperation, and also reducing investment barriers and promoting relevant economic and trade cooperation.
Thank you. We would be taking a short break and we'll be back with you soon. Welcome back after a short break in our weekly talk show, Voice of Canada. Your host, Asphandiar, my co-host, Tamara Galveinko, and our honored diplomatic guest, His Excellency Cheng Hongbo. Welcome back after a short break. His Excellency informed us that between China and Canada, the relations are still little lukewarm because Canada imposed 100% tariff on Chinese EV vehicles, which are fantastic. I've seen them in many countries, plus I've seen them here. They are fantastically manufactured cars, and we can have a greater sale and convert into electric vehicles. Yeah. But unfortunately, due to this issue of protecting American Tesla, this decision was taken, which was not in favor of Canada at all. So now the Canadian government is quite in a soup rather. At the same time, Chinese took an action by putting 100% tariff on canola seeds. Yes. And that also is a great loss to Canada. And recently, this week only, one of our province premier was in China negotiating for the canola seeds tariff. And I heard today only in our news that China is fully assured that we will look into this problem and try to sort it out. So would you say something on this issue?
Yes, you're right that the current trade tensions, including Canada tariff on the Chinese EV and the Chinese necessary response regarding canola
seeds. It was a reciprocal. Yes. It was. We don't believe it's a diplomatic way of putting.
Yes, this kind of tension, I think, is
not healthy for both the countries.
Yes. From our perspective, I think the solution is straightforward. First, it should be reciprocity and de-escalation. China's measures, I want to emphasize that China's measures are a response, not an initiation. So the path forward requires Canada to reconsider its tariff policy, I think, which is also
which is under consideration.
Yes. It violates the WTO principles and also harms its own consumers by limiting affordable and high-quality EV options. So we are ready to engage in good faith negotiation. This would immediately, I think, provide relief for the Canadian farmers and also the consumers, and to restore stability for business in both countries. Second, I think that is cooperation over confrontation, as you mentioned just now. Rather than engage in a tit-for-tat trade war,
we must have.
We should leverage our complementary strengths. China is a world leader in EV technology and also manufacturing. With Canada possess vast natural resources and a strong innovation ecosystem. So I think that maybe we can propose a joint venture or investment in Canadian EV and also the battery manufacturing plant, which would create jobs here and also increase our supply chain for mutual benefit.
Thank you.
Third, I think maybe the most important thing is the long-term strategy vision. I should say right now, this kind of EV versus canola dispute is a symptom of a larger need for a stable framework for our economic relationship. So we should pursue maybe a limited trade agreement that protects the key sectors like agriculture and green technology, ensuring a kind of predictability and also growth for decades to come. So I think that we are. You are right. We are ready to work with the Canadian side. The good news is actually this August, a new round of China-Canada Joint Economic and Trade Commission meeting was held in Ottawa. I think they have very constructive deliveries. And also the latest good news you just mentioned, Premier Scott Moy and Prime Minister Mark Carney's parliamentary secretary had just come back from China. I think with the hope for progress on this kind of.
They were quite happy when on return.
I think so.
When he spoke to the press, they were very happy that China has agreed to listen to our grievances, and we will be able to sort out matters with China.
Yes, we are ready. So the ball is on Canadian's court.
The ball is in our court.
Yes.
You partially answered my next question, His Excellency Cheng Hongbo, but we also want to get your intake on, as you mentioned, as Chinese business structure and economy is so resilient and so self-reliant. And with the current, for the last 10 years, the relationship between China and Canada, since our former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who was in power, is a bit lukewarm. What do you think, which is affecting our economy is in a bad way? What can you suggest from your perspective could be a good solution to economical problems within Canada in partnership with China?
Okay. Actually, I should say it should be pointed out that Canada was one of the first Western countries to establish a diplomatic relations with the People's Republic of China, and also the bilateral relations was the forefront of China's ties with Western countries for a long time. However, in recent years, the relationship has suffered serious difficulties due to, I think, unnecessary disruptions. Okay, China and Canada is, I think, is at a crossroad, and from my perspective, the path forward is clear. We must return to the principle of mutual respect, mutual benefit, and also pragmatic cooperation. I think that first we must seek and expand a common ground while shelving and narrowing our differences. Okay, the development of China and Canada represents opportunities rather than threats to each other.
Yes.
There are no fundamental conflicts or also say of interest between our two countries, and only a tradition of friendship and mutual benefits. Yes. So both governments should listen to their people, respond to their concerns.
Because times are changing fast.
Yes, and do more to enhance our bilateral friendly cooperation. Second, I think we must also rediscover our complementary economic strengths. Just as I mentioned before, Canada is a resource-rich nation with advanced technology in fields such as agriculture and clean energy. China is a massive market and global leader in manufacturing and infrastructure. Okay, so I think that we should forge this kind of partnership and just imagine, okay, Chinese investment here in Canadian EV battery plants or joint ventures in sustainable agriculture. This is a win-win formula.
For both the countries.
Yes, we can create many jobs in Canada and also meet the demands in China. Yeah. And also, I think that very important. We must insulate our mutual beneficial people-to-people ties from the political interference. Okay, the exchange of students, tourists, and academics. I think this is the bedrock of long-term understanding.
Correct.
We should encourage more of this and not less. I think that the key is the correct perception of China. It's about to view China not through the lens of other nations' geopolitics, but through Canada's own national interest. Okay, we are ready to be a steadfast partner.
That's a very, very promising answer you gave.
Yes.
So, His Excellency, as you are aware, the time has now arrived for the premier from China, Honorable Li Qiang, and our Prime Minister Mark Carney to have a dialogue, to sit together and have one meeting face to face and open doors for the progress and prosperity of both the countries. The reason is Canada is not a manufacturing country, unfortunately.
Yes.
And China has got lots of manufacturing facilities in the nook and corner of even the rural villages also.
Yeah.
The factories are there.
Yes.
But here the situation is entirely different. So it's high time now that China and Canada should join hands to foster friendship and cooperation between the two great countries.
Yes. I can't agree with you more that the high-level interactions, contacts between our top leaders are the essential engine and also the steering wheel for our bilateral relations. So for China-Canada relations to reach their full potential, we must prioritize and nurture this kind of high-level dialogue. Recently, our two sides have taken some very specific positive measures to resume these kind of high-level exchanges and dialogue mechanisms. In this June, Chinese Premier Li Qiang has a very constructive telephone conversation with his counterpart, Mark Carney. And also, maybe later this year, I think there are also some very important possible occasions, such as APEC or G20.
G20,
so for our two leaders to lead. So both of us should create a favorable atmosphere to make it possible. Here I want to emphasize, just like you mentioned, the manufacturing power of China. I think that, yes, the relationship between China and Canada is not built on, it's actually a kind of, I should say, not one of, I think, assistance, but rather of partnership and collaboration. We can exchange and also to collaborate on many spheres of cooperation. And also, I think that we are willing to work with Canada in the spirit of looking into the future to promote the steady improvement of our bilateral relations, bring them onto a track of sound and steady development, and strive for a win-win cooperation.
Thank you.
Just to step aside from all the business questions, His Excellency Cheng Hongbo, you are shouldering quite a heavy load in your posting here in Toronto, but still being a young dynamic diplomat from China here in such a busy hub of Canada, how do you balance your personal life and business life? How do
and your diplomatic life?
Yes. Okay, thank you for this lighter but also insightful question. It is I should say it's a universally recognized challenge to balance demanding professional duties and with a rich family life. For me and also for many of my colleagues, I think there is no perfect scenario. The reality of the diplomatic life is, yes, most of the time, one of the profound is the profound geographic displacement. We are often thousands of miles away from our aging parents, from the familiar support network of our families, relatives, birthdays, school plays, even simple Sunday dinners.
Sacrifice for your own country.
Yes. Yes, it is imperfect, but it is deeply meaningful. I think that
that's the life of a diplomat.
Yes. Love diplomacy, enjoy life. actually, this is an important motto for the Chinese foreign service.
For family life,
yes. Most important of all, I think that is the acceptance and understanding of our family members. Serving one's country abroad is actually a profound honor.
Big honor.
Yes.
It's a big
For
honor.
myself, I think that I just try to make full use of the daily spare moments, if not a whole day, with my family. And also, fortunately, nowadays, we can also leverage some modern technology, such as social media, to bridge this kind of distance and ensure that even when they are separated by time zones, but the connection to family remains our source of strength and also a very important motivation. Yeah.
That's great answer.
His Excellency, as you're aware, that next year our Kuzma relationship will be finalized between US, Canada, and Mexico.
Yes.
So currently we are still not in real hot waters because 83% of our goods they come under Kuzma tariff, zero tariff. So we have to be very alert and fast now as the times are changing, and we can see that it's nearly 55 years now between China and Canada forming a relationship.
Yes.
So this year, even Chinese consulate is celebrating the 55th anniversary.
Yes, that's right.
So it's time now for us to move forward.
Yes.
With countries like China, because China can be a great asset for Canada.
Yes.
For establishing manufacturing base and helping Canada in all its difficulties with its products.
Yes, that's right.
True.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We're also all aware that we have here in Canada a huge hard-working community of Chinese all over Canada. Majority are doing thriving businesses for decades already in Canada, and you and your People's Republic of China we're very happy to see your community playing such a great role in our Canadian economy. And the new generation of Chinese are very bright and intelligent, and the ones that they fully integrated and merged into Canadian culture, and they're living here in peace and prosperity. So what do you think makes Chinese people, newcomers who come to Canada, have that ability to integrate into Canadian society so fast?
Yes, you are right. We are actually very proud to see the strong Chinese-Canadian community here. I think which is also has a deep roots in Canada's history, which can be dated back to the 19th century, when Chinese laborers contribute to the nation-building projects such as the Canadian Pacific Railway. Actually, despite facing systematic discrimination, such as the Chinese Exclusion Act, the Chinese Canadians has contributed a lot to Canada's economy through entrepreneurship, innovation, and also leadership in various sectors. Their contributions, both historic or contemporary, I think that reflects the hardworking, resilience, and also innovation and the cultural richness of the Chinese diaspora. Nowadays, you mentioned, yes, the younger generation, I think that of the Chinese community
are coming up very bright. They are bright and open-minded.
Yes, sure. They redefine the power of, I think, that diversity and dialogue in a very dynamic way. They're proudly bilingual or bicultural, embracing both their Chinese heritage and also the Canadian values.
Roots,
which significance, I think, shapes the Canada's multinational society and also its multinational identity. So, I think that with the, nowadays we nearly 1.8 million people of Chinese origins here in Canada.
Wow.
So these ties are the cornerstone of our bilateral relations.
Definitely.
As a Chinese diplomat here, I do believe that by honoring our shared history and also celebrating our present collaboration and embracing the future opportunity, we can further strengthen this kind of relationship. Just how you mentioned, a lot of many Chinese newcomers to Canada. Yes, I think that they are also a very important component of the Canada's multilateral economic and social. They contribute a lot to this country, and I think they do deserve a very fair treatment here. Yes.
You're correct.
His Excellency, as the time is, we have overshooted the time because it's a very, the interview was a bit long because we had to discuss few important questions. So my last question to you is, if we also read from your bio that you are shouldering dual responsibility from Consulate General of People's Republic of China, managing Ontario. At the same time, you are managing our another province, Manitoba.
Yes.
So how do you manage? Do you have a consulate in Manitoba?
We don't have a consulate in
So you
Manitoba.
often visit them, Manitoba?
Yes, you know, as you mentioned, Manitoba is a very important province in our consular district. I personally travel there once or twice a year.
Once or twice a year.
Not so often.
I thought every month you have to go to Manitoba.
No, but I was rather impressed by its gorgeous landscape and also hospitable
and the
people there. Manitoba actually boasts a very strong connection with China. You may know that the first shipment of Canadian wheat to China in early 1960s was delivered from the Port Churchill. I think also many Chinese people have heard the popular Canadian folk song, the Red River Valley. Okay, so almost every year, also my colleagues from the visa and passport department, they will travel to Manitoba to provide the on-site service to the senior Chinese nationals and also those with.
So there's a cooperation is good between the people of Manitoba and the Chinese.
Sure. Besides this kind of in-person visit, I also do maintain regular and I think frequent contacts with our friends in Manitoba. Yes, that's right.
His Excellency, as we are about to sign off due to the time limits, airtime, so we would be surely think of again inviting you next year because that time the developments will take place, major developments between China and Canada's relationship. Many things would change. So we would definitely invite you. But by then, would you like to give a final comments, remarks in English as well as in Mandarin?
Okay. Thanks for having me on the program. I really enjoy our conversation today. As for my final message to the Canadian friends here, I should say, let us choose collaboration over confrontation and unity over division. Together, we can turn challenges into opportunities, and we write a new chapter of mutual benefit to generations to come. Just as you mentioned, maybe next year we have a very new chapter.
Many things to discuss, and we'll try to buy more time.
Yes,
we can have at least an interview of about one hour, 60 minutes, so we can discuss many things because nearly many questions were left today.
Yes, to the Chinese community here, I think in Mandarin, 中家关系基础在民间，活力在地方。希望领区的广大华人华侨携手同心，凝聚力量，为推动两国传统友好和各领域的交流合作，做出更多的智慧和贡献。谢谢大家。
Thank you. His Excellency, we are grateful to you that in spite of your such a hectic schedule, you made it a point to come to us even after our negotiations of over a month. We were negotiating for your time, but you were very busy. But we were waiting in patience, and today we made it possible for our viewers that you come to our studio and record your. So once again, thank you. Our warmest regards to your embassy,
Sure.
The ambassador, the
Consul
over here, and all your staff.
Sure.
I'm really grateful to Vice Consul Jen Hua, who was really a good friendship between us and in implementing today's interview.
Sure. Thank you.
So stay well, and we are always open. If there is any news, don't forget us. Send us the news, and we will be releasing in our news item or news bulletin, or I can have a special small program and announce that this is the news, good news from China.
Okay.
Which we have got brotherly ties.
Sure.
So with that note, we will be signing off this episode of Voice of Canada. Your host Asphandiar Wadiwalla, my co-host Tamara Galveinko. We will be signing off, and we would like to say good night, goodbye, and again, I would say good afternoon in China by the time it's afternoon in China. So, God save Canada, God save our King.